Hi everybody, this is Kevin, and welcome back to another comic book review. Today we're going to take a look at Superman Giant number 2. This is one of the DC Comics 100-page Giants for $5. They release these every couple weeks in the stores, and actually they release them at Walmart. And as you can see here, they're square bound, 100 pages, and they have one original story in them and 3 old reprints that they just throw in there. And, they do it for all their main heroes, Superman, Batman. Next week, they actually have Aquaman, the Flash, all the staple Wonder Woman, all the staple DC heroes. And so there's 4 stories in here. And this is great for people who, aren't really reading the current runs. Like right now, Superman, you have Brian Michael Bendis. It's kind of a dopey storyline. So I'm not reading the current Superman run, so I decided to check this one out. And you can see you got appearances from Brainiac, Superboy, Lois Lane, Crypto, Superman vs. Brainiac, Bizarro Girl against Supergirl, and all sorts of great stuff. And the first book, and you see on the page here, tells you the 4 stories, and that's the original story in the front. And when I opened it up, I saw it's by Robert Venditti, and, just terrific. He's a great writer doing Justice League right now. And you have, some sort of politics going on where Congress wants to build casinos in Metropolis, and they're railing against it. And look at that drawing of Superman right there. Who was the artist for this? Let me see. I skipped over it real quick. It's Paul Pelletier. Incredible shot of Superman. I should have, I didn't get this book quite yet after I recorded my Superman Year 1 review, if you guys saw that, where I said John Romita Jr. doesn't know how to draw Superman. And Paul Pelletier here sure does. So, it's just Superman doing basic stuff, and there's all these criminals here doing all these crimes, and Superman's just fighting crime. And the thing here with this, and he saves a child from a burning building. The thing with these books, they're $5. The quality of the paper is like newsprint. It's a little bit better than newsprint. Look at that shot where he's saving the child. And there's minimal ads. Usually the ads have to do with, buy this book if you want to keep reading, because it's a story taken from a previous issue. So it's just a standard Superman story where he's fighting crime and he uncovers the mastermind behind it all. And it turns out that the head culprit here was working for the congressman in the beginning, who was paying him off to commit all these crimes. And then you see all the advertisements for Brian Michael Bendis' Superman books. So this next one here is Supergirl. And it's Bizarro Girl versus Supergirl. You got Bizarro and all that stuff. And this is written by Sterling Gates and drawn by Jamal Igle, a Comicsgate fan favorite. And you got Cat Grant here, looking pretty good. Supergirl looks pretty good. I think the art here is pretty good. I don't know why these guys, I guess Jamal Igle's an SJW to the Comicsgate crew, but the artwork's pretty good. You got Supergirl going against Bizarro. And, standard little book here. They're just quick little snapshots. Here's the story of Brainiac. And once again, you get more Supergirl. And this is by Geoff Johns and Gary Frank. And Supergirl is drawn perfectly here. Superman looks great. Good stuff here. I wish Geoff Johns would be on a more current run. I think he's doing Shazam right now, but I haven't been reading that. This was a great moment that I wanted to highlight. So Superman is here talking to his father, Jonathan Kent, and they're just reminiscing on all the great things that he did. And, the father's reminiscing how Superman, young Clark Kent, hit the baseball, and he saved the baseball. He had to walk all these miles. He had to walk all across town. It took him 6 months to find the ball, all tattered and destroyed after Superman smashed it across Smallville. And then the shoes here where he outran the pickup truck. And it took him, he was in the lead for 20 miles, he said. And then, as a thank you, Superman engraves on this horseshoe here, world's greatest dad. I thought that was a really great moment. And you got Lois Lane looking looking hot. And all sorts of good stuff. So Superman's going after Brainiac. It leads him here to all these robots. Some nice Superman action. And then the beam fires into the sun, and it ends with Brainiac finding the Kryptonium. And I guess these are the books that go with that. So you have Superman Man of Tomorrow. That's Geoff Johns, John Romita Jr. Oh my goodness. Maybe that was when he was still drawing pretty well. Superman Secret Origin. Superman Last Son of Krypton with Adam Cupert and Gary Frank. Good stuff. And then this last book here, it was a more recent one. I think this was from like 2 or 3 years ago. And you got Superman and his son, John. And this is by Peter Tomasi, Patrick Gleason doing the story, and Doug Mahnke doing the penciling. And you got this guy here missing a leg with an eye patch. He kind of looks like Nick Fury in a way, and he's just shooting at him. And Superman's like, I'm a friend. Don't shoot us. We're gonna help you. Yeah, the thing with these pages is the quality. They're all sticking together here, so a little technical difficulty there. What do we got here? Oh, so this is Peter Tomasi's run. He did quite a number of issues during his run with DC Rebirth, right when it relaunched in 2016, I believe. Yeah, there he is with Batman. Yeah, there's the two sons. Because I think that's when that Peter Tomasi did the Batman and Robin run. No, that was the New 52. I'm not sure. But anyway, this guy here, his name is Captain Storm. And he's like trapped here from World War II. He's saying, did we fight back? Did we kill Hitler and Mussolini and all of them? And he's been trapped in this vortex here, this time vortex, and all his men are buried there. And, you saw earlier he was missing a leg, and Superman gets a piece of wood here and turns it into a leg for him. And, I mean, here they are. They're flying pterodactyls now. It's all sorts of crazy stuff going on. So they got to free Captain Storm here. How was Doomsday Clock? I never read it. It went on for like 3 years until it completed. I think it was 12 issues. If anyone read it, let me know in the comments down below. So they have a final showdown here with all these monsters, this ape, all these prehistoric beings. And they're able to make their escape. And, they use all their powers, and they find this cube that opens the vortex to send them free. But Captain Storm says, nope, I'm going to stay here, and I'm already home. So Superman and his son make their way home with Krypto. And, Captain Storm is, I guess, that being there. So overall, I mean, for $5, you can't really go wrong. You get an original story. You get 3, fairly recent stories from like the 2010s. If you like any of those stories, look into them and check out the trades and all those runs there. I mean, top tier artists and writers there. You had Geoff Johns, you had Gary Frank, you had Peter Tomasi, you had Jamal Igle, you had Robert Venditti, all these people. So, and this is offered in Walmart too. So, when you're walking around Walmart, I guess you can see it. I don't really go to Walmart. I normally go to Target. So I never have seen these out in the wild. But they're out there. And next week there's an Aquaman giant. So I'm going to check that out if I see any of the, artists or writers who interest me. I'll pick that up for sure. But yeah, definitely recommend. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And, I'm giving some honest reviews here, telling you all the books I enjoy. And feel free to let me know the books you enjoy in the comments down below and leave me any suggestions. So thank you and have a great day.